Agi, and in the last couple of weeks, we saw massive changes to the loot pool, with the addition of the drum shotgun, as well as the return of the pump. This was a welcome change, with it adding more variety to close quarters combat, which I'm definitely happy about. However, this has led to a lot of debate online, with people arguing about which shotgun is the best in the game. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at each of the shotguns, and deciding which one you should be using. So as I'm sure you can see by the title, we're mainly going to be comparing the pump with the combat and the drum. But what about the tac? Well, although I do think it's a decent shotgun, I think it's clearly the weakest option, with it being outmatched by all three shotguns in their optimal range. Therefore, I'm going to rule the tac out straight away. Anyway, so let's start with the pump. Now, this shotgun completely dominated the game the last few seasons, with practically everyone running it since it was buffed, just a few seasons back, and the legendary and epic variants were introduced. However, at the start of season 9, all versions of the pump were vaulted, until not long ago, when Epic decided to bring the pump back out from the vault, to see how it works in the game when the combat shotgun is also there. And this was a really fantastic decision, as unlike the combat and the tac, the pump is a completely different type of shotgun, which has allowed for different types of playstyles to function effectively. With the green and blue pumps dealing 95 and 100 base damage respectively, using the pump means that players can deal out massive amounts of burst damage, meaning you don't have to expose yourself for long before going back under cover. This is without doubt one of the biggest strengths of the pump, as ensuring you don't take damage is a hugely important aspect in a battle royale, as healing items are limited, so even if you do come out of a fight victorious, if you are forced to take a lot of damage in the fight, you could easily be finished off by a third partier. Also, with the blue pump doing 100 base damage, this makes it amazing to have during the early game, as you can one-tap any player who doesn't have any shield, just as long as you hit them with a clean body shot. And even if they do have full shield, the blue pump is the only shotgun in the game that can one-tap an opponent, as the 2x multiplier means that you can do a maximum of 200 damage, just as long as you hit a perfect headshot from close range. However, we then get to the pump's weaknesses, and it does have some. Firstly, to ensure maximum DPS, a pump shotgun requires a swap weapon, such as an SMG or assault rifle, as the fire rate is incredibly slow. This forces you to use weapons that you might not want to use. Also, with the fire rate being so slow, the pump is not the easiest shotgun to use, as if you miss your first shot, then you have to wait what seems like a lifetime before you can shoot again with it. And if you're against a good player, then you're very likely to be punished. Therefore, the pump is a high skill weapon. Then when it comes to box fights, using the pump isn't always the best option, due to the pullout time being so slow, meaning that if you suddenly need to whip out your shotgun to kill a player, then you can't instantly shoot the pump as soon as you select it, which can make some situations feel clunky and get you killed. This wasn't the case with the epic and legendary versions, which had an ultra fast pullout time. However, Epic decided to not bring them back into the game. Additionally, unlike the other shotguns in the game, the difference between rarities with the pump is massive, as unlike the blue pump, the green one can't one-tap an enemy without shield with a body shot, or one-tap a fully shielded opponent with a headshot, which makes the green pump far less effective than the blue one. So, overall, the pump is a fantastic shotgun that can be incredibly effective if used from close range, with a player with good aim, making it a very viable choice. But does that mean it's the best shotgun in the game? Well, let's take a look at the other two options first. Starting with Fortnite's newest addition, the drum shotgun. Now this is one of the most unique shotguns we've ever seen in the game, as it's completely automatic, incredibly fast firing, and best utilised when you're right up in someone's face. Due to the fast fire rate and high magazine size, it doesn't matter if you miss a few shots, so if you don't have the best accuracy, then the drum shotgun can still be very effective. If you use it when you're right in someone's face, you'll see exactly how powerful the drum can be, with it having the highest DPS of all the shotguns, even more than the combat. However, we then get to the drum shotgun's weaknesses, and there's definitely a few. Firstly, as mentioned earlier, the drum is best used when you're right in someone's face. However, as soon as you get any further away from that, then the damage is absolutely dreadful, and that's because of the huge bullet spread, which is comparable to the double barrel. So as soon as you get any sort of distance away from your opponent, the drum shotgun is completely useless, Being only effective in specific situations is not what you want from a shotgun, as you can't always ensure you're in the right place to utilise it well. So the drum's lack of versatility is a major hindrance, and sometimes forcing yourself to get in a player's face is the last thing you need, especially if you have low health, as it means you're almost guaranteed to take damage. This makes the drum a very risky choice, with it leaving you exposed to being one-pumped or trapped. Also, with the shotgun spread so large, it means that the weapon's damage output can be very inconsistent, so don't be surprised to hit multiple shots for under 30 damage, which can be frustrating. Having a high fire rate and large magazine size are definitely important advantages of the gun, but I think one of the major weaknesses that few people are talking about is that the drum will burn through shotgun shells incredibly fast, as you have to spam through so many just to kill an opponent, with the drum having the lowest base damage of all the shotguns, so you really do have to make sure you're looting every possible ammo crate if you're rocking the drum. So, overall, the drum is a decent shotgun, which can be effective when used at super close range, and I would say it is viable, as long as you play to its strengths. But does that mean it's the best shotgun in the game? Well, I'm going to say no to that. Its lack of versatility and inconsistency stops it from being a top tier shotgun, and I'd put it one step lower than the pump. So now we get to the combat, and this shotgun is generally considered the daddy of shotguns currently, with it having many strengths. Firstly, I'd say its most unique attribute is its use at long range, which is incredible. You can practically use it like an assault rifle, from medium range, with it allowing for guaranteed hits, meaning you don't have to rely on bloom, which you would do if you're using an assault rifle or an SMG. Also, unlike the heavy, which was another effective shotgun from long range, the combat has a very high fire rate, with it being even quicker than the tac. Therefore, although the shotgun spread is tight, the fire rate is able to carry less skilled players, as it doesn't matter if you miss shots with it, as the combat can shoot almost instantly after. This can make it really difficult to deal with, as you can easily be shot twice before you can even react. In combination with the huge clip size of 10, as well as the consistency caused by the tighter spread, this makes the combat shotgun an incredibly effective weapon, which has allowed for it to dominate Fortnite for the last few weeks. In fact, it's a near faultless weapon. The only real downside I can see is that you can't one-tap an opponent who has full shield, or even just 50 shield, as the maximum a gold combat can do is 136 damage. What this means is that if you're on low health and need a clutch shot, there is a good chance that you will be hit as well, with you having to expose yourself slightly longer to get that second shot in. But even then, the fire rate is so high that hitting 2 shots can be done very quickly, so I wouldn't say that's a massive weakness. So although people were initially dubious about the combat shotgun, which was fair, seeing as it was inconsistent when first released, it has since shown just how truly effective it is. I've seen many people claiming that the pump is trash now, and it wasn't long ago that the pump dominated the game. So I think that's a real testament to the strength of the combat. But does that mean that the combat is the best shotgun in the game? Well, I'm going to say yes. Its high fire rate, range, and versatility make the combat shotgun a simply incredible weapon. If I had to rank them, I'd go tac at number 4, drum at number 3, pump at number 2, and then the combat comfortably at number 1. However, although I have tried to remain as objective as possible, which shotgun you choose should be determined entirely by your own playstyle. If you love aggressively getting in players' faces, and maybe don't have the best aim, then the drum shotgun is probably for you. But if you're someone who likes to build after shooting, has great aim, and loves to one-tap players, then the pump is for you. And finally, if you're someone who loves to use shotguns from all ranges, enjoy spray-offs, and wants a shotgun that can do it all, then the combat is definitely the one for you. So, which shotgun are you currently rocking? And how would you rank all 4 shotguns? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support me as a content creator, then feel free to use my creator code, which is on screen now. So anytime you buy something in the item shop and use my code, it will go directly towards supporting the channel, which would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye.